Hey YouTube friends, family, and newcomers, it's your girl Teri, and I'm in the basement, so you know what that means. Another ghost time story with your girl Teri. Today's ghost story is going to be about this house on Richmond Street, where we're presently living, and we've been living here for 3 years going on July. Okay, there have been a few things that have been happening, as I mentioned in previous videos, like glasses breaking, like literally, and I don't mean like falling off the lip. I don't mean falling off the lip. I mean literally flipping and hitting the ground. And I'm talking about my cats being touched to where me and other family members watched my cat Karma literally get spun around and then her like hop and look to see what it was. I've seen my vicious cat Asher, the gray one that you see. He takes no crap from anybody. Like if you brush him the wrong way, he will attack. And he was down here one day and we were talking, and the next thing you know, he jumped around. Like as if someone touched him, and he hissed. These are not the only instances. I'm just naming two from this house. It also happened at the old house on Orange Street, which was my old girl Tigger. And it would, with her, it was a little different. You would see her get pushed. You would also see her get like compressed. Like her body would get like compressed against the couch. And it got to the point where I was like, what the hell is happening to her? So I would get up and I would just like show whatever, and then she would be fine. All my cats look at things that are not there. We look, they're not there, and they're like skittish. My Karma is, she only trusts the people in the house. If you come over for a bit, she will trust you, but other than that, she trusts no one. She's been acting so skittish, like she don't want to be around something. Other than that, we're gonna come to Saturday that just passed. My son David and myself were all sitting in my kitchen, and we were talking, just having normal family talk and laughing and having a good time. And he gets up to leave, and when he goes to leave, now mind you, there's only the kitchen light on. There's no light in my living room because there's no one in there. You can still see because of the hallway light, but not like that much light, you know what I mean? And then what I think is his shadow is following, and when he shuts the door and goes out, the shadow still is remaining for at least 3-second count, and then sucked underneath. My first reaction was, what the fuck, out loud, when I looked. And Dave said,
what the fuck, what?
And I said, nothing, it's nothing. I just was thinking out loud, and it's totally nothing. And he just took it as it was. I didn't want to feed any light into it, or life into it, or give it any light, you know what I mean? Like shine some light on its name, like how, you know, you would do anything else. Until the next day, when we suffered a loss, and we were all sitting at the kitchen table, and we're talking, and my son says to Dave again, his father, Dad, were you in my room last night? And he says,
No.
and my heart sunk. And I waited for Jake to leave. And then I said to Dave, you know the other night, last night, when I said what the fuck out loud, and you said what the fuck what? I had seen a shadow, and I described it slipping under the door. And it's a little difficult to tell because he's my 16-year-old son, and who would want a shadow following their child and being in its room at night. I didn't get a good feel from it. If anything, it felt malevolent, and that don't fly with me. Then I say to Dave what I saw, like I said, and he says to me,
You know what? I didn't want to say nothing to you, but last week I seen the same exact thing that you have seen.
now mind you, this isn't the only time I've seen shadow play in this house. I've seen shadows in multiple places. I've seen a lady, like I said, when I first moved in here and I was clean and doing my thing, she was standing behind me and I turned around to look at her and she just vanished. And what I got from that was that she was just making sure I was taking care of her home. And which I'm a cleaner, so her house is still yet to this day taken care of. 3 years later, so I know it's not that. Which brings me back to Orange Street. Now, I know I've been seeing them since I was young because one time I was at my friend's mom's funeral and she was an aunt to me. That's why I stole it. Like, it was my aunt's funeral. And I said to my friend, I said, you would never guess this, but I'm like seeing ghosts in my house.
And she said, Teri, you've been seeing ghosts ever since you were little. You've been saying that.
And I laughed. We laughed. But what is happening seems like the same happening of what was happening on Orange Street. And I know I just said that a whole bunch of times, but if that makes sense to you, it's the same case. The animals are being touched. Shadows. Now they're popping up in my son's room. I also seen a green orb in here that I was like, damn, are my eyes playing tricks on me? No. I had a woman call my name on Sunday, but I'll get to that story another time. Sunday was a real setback spiritually and emotionally for me. So I needed some time to gather myself and pray and talk to God. Because at the end of the day, God is the only one that's going to be able to help me. I can always get one of these guys. But then we all know that I either become someone who can get rid of it or a movie like you see on TV, and I don't want it to go there because these type of entities are negative. I did my research. Trust me, after going through everything that I went through in life, I've been doing my research like crazy, y'all. And I know that these ones, they will latch on you and they will oppress you. They will like isolate you. And I can tell you that those two things, and there's many things that they do, but those two main things that they do to you, they want to ruin you. And they want to bring you down, and they want you to actually take your life. And God forbid, like, they want you to get there mentally. They want to mentally break you. The negative people out of your life as well. Because they too bring negative spirits and energy that can manifest itself and become an actual entity in itself that comes and attacks you. Story, or now should I say ghost update on what's going on in my house. I'm going to wind up either buying some equipment before I call that guy. You know what I'm saying? And try to catch it on tape myself. Because I actually want to share that with you while I'm blessing the house. Because I believe if you show and you prove, that people will believe. And once they believe, they'll understand. And then there won't be so much judgment anymore in this world on that taboo topic. So, with that said, guys, always keep that smile on your face. because you look pretty when you do, or handsome for some of my men. Yeah, much love. Stay blessed up. Stay on your grind. Be on your time. It's your girl Teri, and I'm out. Peace.